part of this offense, has been for so many years. They can't average 39 yards a game. That's all they're doing, whether it's better blocking, better running, better attitude. And Dick, maybe even more importantly, they can't defend the run either. In 2 games, they've given up 174 yards a game.
Well, we know that the Patriots are going to throw it, and when they do, look out for Troy Brown. He's caught nearly 200 the last 2 years.
Of the National Football League on CBS Sports, home of Super Bowl 38.
Woonsocket to Pawtucket, they're here to cheer the Patriots today. The home opener, 1-1 New England. The Jets are 0-2. It's the 86th meeting of these AFC Eastern rivals. The Jets seeking their first win of the season. Kickoff coming up. Sprung of beauty here in New England. There's the weather conditions. Let's go down to Bonnie Bernstein.
Well, Dick, the Jets have to fix their running game against a defense that prides itself in confusing and disguising, throwing stuff at you you've never seen before. Herm, what's your approach been with your team this week?
Well, I think what we have to be able to do is don't play hesitant with the football on offense. And at times, if we have to continue to run, even though they might stuff us every once in a while, our mindset can't be to get away from the run. And the only way you can do that, stay on the field offensively. And if they put 8 guys in the box, we'll have to throw the ball a little bit more.
Coach, thanks.
And thank you, Bonnie. Jets have won the toss, and they'll receive, and they have flourished here in the last 5 innings, winning all 5 here against New England. And in those 5 games, they ran the ball very effectively. Curtis Martin over 100 yards in each of those 5 games.
And a hot topic in the New England locker room every day at practice this week. Teddy Bruschi told us it's downright embarrassing that we've lost those 5 home games in a row.
Insulting the way the Patriots feel about that number. Vinatieri drills it end over end to Michael Bates, the 5-time Pro Bowler. He's at the 20. He's got some room now. Can he outrun the Patriots? Nope. They cut him off, and down he goes at the 28-yard line. Don Davis leading the defensive charge along with Matt Chatham. Vinny Testaverde takes the field. He had a big game against Miami in defeat. Over 40,000 yards in his career, the 9th in the NFL to do it. Kevin Mawai, 142 consecutive starts as he anchors that offensive line. And Curtis Martin looks to regain that form. He's off to a slow start. Will he come up big today? Testaverde starts from the 28. Martin in the backfield. Testaverde throws complete. Curtis Conway, and Conway's out across the 45 to the 47-yard line. Tyrone Poole chases him down. A big play on first down for the Jets.
What a good call by offensive coordinator Paul Hackett. Talk all week long about we can't get Curtis Martin loose. Yes, they were aided by the fact that Ty Law slipped a little bit when he planted, but a smart call, I think, throwing the ball right off the bat. Everybody's thinking run.
19 yards on first down. Martin, the solo running back. Bring the tight end Becht in motion, and here's Martin's first carry. He makes the corner, and he's into New England territory as a flag goes down. Out of bounds at the 47, a gain of about 6. Richard Seymour, the talented young defensive lineman of the Patriots, made the play. Now let's see the penalty. Personal foul against the Patriots.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Number 93, defense. Late hit out of bounds. 15-yard penalty. First down.
So a run, a pass, and now a penalty, and the Jets are off to a great start against this defense of the New England Patriots. 365-pound Ted Washington, talk about a run stuffer. Teddy Bruschi anchors that banged-up line with 2 linebackers out with injury, and Rodney Harrison, the ex-Charger, brings a real attitude to the back 4. First down at the 32. Testaverde dumps it into the flat. And it's complete to tight end Chris Baker, and the second-year defensive or tight end from Michigan State able to pick up a reasonable gain to the 29. Ty Law on the corner makes the tackle. Bill Belichick, in his 4th year here in New England, of course, brought them the Super Bowl championship a couple of years ago. A master strategist, both offensively and defensively. He always talk to the opposition. They say, you know, you're never going to get what you're looking on film. He'll come up with something new. Martin finds a hole, and he drives inside the 25 to the just short of the 24. He'll be 2 yards from a first down.
Well, as you can see, fewest rushing yards. Now that's in the first 2 weeks of the season, going back more than 30 years. The Jets, courtesy of their abysmal first 2 weeks, are in 6th place. But so far this game, Curtis Martin has found a little running room. That time, eked out a couple of yards on a cutback. That's where he makes his money on the cutback, but it hasn't been there.
Third down 2, and the crowd trying to help the Patriot defense. It's Martin, and he's stuck shy of the marker. Gain of a yard, but he needed 2. Teddy Bruschi in the middle. The 8-year linebacker from Arizona, able to spearhead the defensive charge.
And now we're looking at a long field goal, and that's what we're going to. Looks like Herman Edwards sending out his field goal unit. Old-fashioned power football right there. Dave Zott pulls from the other side, and New England physically wins the battle on the line of scrimmage and stuffs it.
Doug Bryan, the new field goal kicker for the Jets this year, replacing John Hall. Hall off to Washington. Bryan in his 10th season out of California, and time called by the officials. And they're attending to Ted Washington, who is being helped by a couple of the trainers, and that's a big man to help off the field. 365-pound Washington, who is just unblockable. That's how Kevin Mawai described him.
And right now, everyone in Patriot Nation is throwing up their hands. In the first 3 weeks, 3 defensive starters are gone. Lawyer Malloy because he's cut. Ted Johnson gets hurt in the opener. Last week they lose Roosevelt Colvin, and here goes starter number 4 over to the sideline already on this depleted defensive unit for New England.
And Johnson, their best linebacker against the run. Colvin they brought in here because he can harass the passer. 21 sacks the last 2 years with the Bears, and Malloy was their best defensive deep man. Bryan from 41 yards. That would equal his best this year at Washington. High enough and long enough, and the Jets strike first. On Bryan's 41-yard field goal, 3-0 New York.
Have the early lead. Here's Ted Washington. Watch here. Watch him get bent over backwards. He's got his legs caught underneath him. Kevin Mawai and Ted Washington bent all the way over, and you could tell that he had one, if not both, of his legs caught very awkwardly underneath him.
Bryan with a 41-yard field goal, as the Jets have scored on their first possession all 3 games this year. Kevin Falk, who returned to kick off for a touchdown last year here against the Jets, 87 yards. And he's joined by the rookie Johnson, but it's to Falk at the 8. And the all-time New England kickoff return leader is out to the 30-yard line. And that's where quarterback Brady and company will go to work. Tom from the University of Michigan, a big game in the Philadelphia win. As you can see, the numbers 30 for 44 and 3 touchdowns. Damian Woody moves to guard for the injured Mike Copton. Dan Copen, the rookie from Boston College, at center. And Troy Brown. He's one of the all-time greats now in New England history, the number 3 pass catcher. And he has 8 catches this year. The toss to Falk. And Marshall and Kevin's fathers are cousins down in the New Orleans area. Here's a look at the Jets defense. Sean Ellis compliments John Abraham. He has 3 sacks. Abraham 2 in the early going. Veteran Marvin Jones in the middle with Mo Lewis and Sam Coward, and Ray Mickens, he's 5 feet 8 inches tall, replaces the injured Donnie Abraham at corner. Donnie Abraham out with fractured shoulder for the next 8 weeks. And it's Falk again. Bam! He goes down at the 38-yard line, shy of a first down, as Sam Garnes comes up to apply a big shoulder.
Boy, he really cuts inside. A nice block by Joe Andruzzi, number 63. There's Andruzzi's kickout block, but what a collision here at the very end. That is some pop at the end there by Sam Coward. But an excellent block at the line of scrimmage by Joe Andruzzi.
3rd and 1. And it's Brown on a reverse, and the Jets were waiting for it. But Brown kicks his way free and has a first down at the 45. What an effort by Troy Brown.
That play is dead from the very beginning because of John Abraham, who stayed at home, honored his responsibility, and you don't think there's any way that Troy Brown can negotiate this into a first down. But where's the backside pursuit? 2 missed tackles, and what he's been doing since the day he became a National Football League player, Troy Brown is just playing football. The guy is a complete football player.
Just so reliable and consistent. Bill Belichick mentioning he's the epitome of consistency. You know he's always going to give you good results. This is Antoine Smith, and a flag goes down as Smith barrels into Jets territory to the 48-yard line.
Flag thrown by the linesman here on the near side of the field.
Referee is Walt Anderson.
There is no foul for illegal formation. The formation was legal. It is 2nd down.
After the games, folks, log on to NFL.com and watch custom video highlights of your personal fantasy team. It's only at NFL.com or at NFL on AOL. First down at the Jets' 48-yard line. Make it 2nd and 4. They pick up 6 on Antoine Smith's carry. As they alternate, Smith remains a tailback. And he's close to a first down at the 44. Jason Ferguson and John Abraham team up on the tackle.
We talked about the Jets and their defensive woes in defending the run. Now, a little different situation for them this week, and they get Antoine Smith, the power guy, Kevin Falk, the shiftier guy. Last week, they just got the sledgehammer and Ricky Williams from Miami. So a change of pace for the Jets, but from a psyche standpoint, from a confidence standpoint, they've got to experience some success in stopping the run, or this season might be woeful.
Kevin Falk back in, and he takes the toss. Good yardage to the 34. 10 more for New England. Coward and McGraw with the tackle. Good block by David Givens, the 2nd-year receiver from Notre Dame.
You know, you mentioned Givens, Dick. You know, the wide receiver and his contribution to the running game goes unnoticed by a lot of people. But when a guy springs what would be a 4 or 5 yarder for 9 or 10 or maybe more often than not, it's because of a key block by a wide receiver.
Just shy of the first down, 2nd and about a foot. Fake to Paul. Brady all day and finds a man wide open. It is the tight end, Daniel Graham, to the 3-yard line.
Think we ought to give a little credit to the Patriots offensive line.
Brady was motioning, somebody get open. I got all day. Someone clear the way. It was Graham.
What a complete stuff job by the New England offensive line. New York Jets are on the ground, and those that are on their feet aren't within 4 yards of Tom Brady. Hard to fault anyone in the Jets secondary for having someone come open after that much time.
31-yard play, and it's 1st and goal, New England. As Larry Centers joins Antoine Smith, and Centers The all-time receiver among running backs in NFL history. On a run call, James Reed, defensive tackle, stuffs it for the Jets.
Sam Cowart, one of the Jets, who is in there as well. But take a look at Tom Brady. It's hard to play much worse than he played up in Buffalo. But then, boy, did he rebound last week against that banged-up Eagles defensive unit. But, hey, that first game against Buffalo, that might as well have been last year as far as the confidence level of the Patriots right now, with that tough road win last week in Philadelphia.
Second and goal from the 4, and Brady to throw, looking for centers. He fires, incomplete. Fine defensive play made by Ray Mickens, diving in front of the veteran centers.
Again, Tom Brady with nothing but time to look all around the field. And no surprise that they're going to go to work on Ray Mickens, who's having to fill in for Donnie Abraham. And Mickens sent notice on that one that, hey, it's not going to be as easy as you might think.
Third and goal from the 4.
Big shoes to fill for Mickens, though. Abraham, the Jets' best defensive back.
They load it to the left side. Deion Branch to the right. Brady taken down in the backfield by Sean Ellis, and it's Ellis's 4th sack of the year to lead the Jets.
Finally, the Jets come up with a pass rush, and that's just a good old-fashioned power move by Sean Ellis right around Adrian Clem. They had a bunch route going on the other side. Yeah, we got a couple people, but by that time it doesn't matter. Brady's already on the ground because of the play by Sean Ellis, rather. Superb.
Vinatieri, a 19-yard field goal to add to his consecutive string inside the 40. And he's made 29 in a row inside the 40-yard line. It's tied at 3 with just under 6 left in the opening quarter in New England. Couple of field goals, a 41-yard field goal for Doug Bryan of the Jets, and Adam Vinatieri 24 yards to tie it at 3-all. And Michael Bates at the other end for the Jets. And for New York, a moral victory, making a goal line stand inside the 5. As Vinatieri sends it high, fairly short, however. Bates at the 8. Flags go down, and so does Bates at the 27-yard line. So undoubtedly that one's going to be brought back half the distance.
Dick, you don't give style points for tackles, but you can say that that was a 4-point tackle on Daniel Graham, the tight end, on that pass when they got him down at the 3-yard line, because that was a 4-point tackle.
During the return, holding, number 32, receiving team, 10-yard penalty, first down.
Third-year defensive back Jacoby Shepard guilty of the penalty. We're even at 3 in New England. Welcome back. Dick Enberg, Dan Dierdorf, Bonnie Bernstein, Lance Darrow, our producer, Mike Arnold, our director. Pleased you're with us here from Foxborough, Gillette Stadium. Jets after the penalty from the 15-yard line. With Santana Moss in motion, the throw is Gerald Soule, and the fullback rumbles out to about the 25 and a first down. Well, Ted Washington injured earlier. Let's get a report from Bonnie Bernstein.
Well, Dick, Washington's in the locker room. Rick Lyle was just a tackle on that last play. He'll rotate with Jarvis Green. Washington's probable to return, but in the meantime, look at the difference in weight. Lyle and Green are about 285, 290. Washington is 360 pounds. That's a difference about 70 pounds at a position like the 3-4. That tackle, you want him to eat up space and command 2 blockers.
Just shy of the first down, and penalty flag, and one would guess motion, although Richard Seymour had jumped across.
No, I think Jason Fabini at left tackle jumped first. Bonnie, am I to understand you correctly now? We're supposed to feel sorry?
Yeah. False start, 69.
For a guy
Offense.
that weighs
5-yard penalty, still second down.
290 pounds. I guess the game has come to that, huh? We're bemoaning the fact that a guy's in there at a measly 290.
Well, you know, when you compare,
I know.
on top of that,
Hey, Bonnie.
Yeah.
Hey, Bonnie, you're right. The game's come to that. He's undersized.
Second down and a short 6 after the penalty. Testaverde plants, throws down the middle, and incomplete. He had a man open, Curtis Conway, the veteran from Southern California. In Conway and Crabette, Testaverde has two veteran receivers who know how to get open, know how to catch the ball, each with over 500 career catches, 1,000 plus from Crabette and Conway in their NFL careers.
You're right, Dick, but you know something? The guy that has to touch the ball is Santana Moss. They've got to get the ball to number 83 because he's the guy, after he catches it, can make something happen. A lot of times in the end zone.
He got a 61-yard pass last week against Miami, his career long. That's Moss, top of your screen. The dump pass is almost intercepted by Tyrone Poole. Curtis Conway was the target, but Poole right there. Richard Seymour may have tipped it.
Well, and Conway was wanting interference, but once the ball gets tipped, that's not going to happen. Excellent job by Seymour of elevating. Of course, it helps when you're 6'6", standing on the ground. When that guy gets up in the air, it's reminiscent of Too Tall Jones.
Personal foul. Chop block. Number 33. Offense. Penalty is declined. Fourth down.
Gerald Soule, the fullback, engaging a defensive player while he was already being tied up by a Jets teammate. So Troy Brown, the all-time return man in punts in New England history, gets ready for this one. He has 3 touchdowns on punt returns, fair catches at the 40 on a 40-yard punt, and another flag is down.
Now this one back in the vicinity of the punt formation.
Mr. Anderson going to need throat lozenge if this keeps up. Well, this one goes against New England.
And again, was this pre or after the snap?
During the kick. Holding. Number 58. Receiving team. 10-yard penalty from the end of the kick. Be first down.
Well, Matt Chatham, the reserve linebacker, costs the Patriots 10. It's still tied late in the first. A reminder, has your fantasy football league manager let you down? It's not too late to switch to Fantasy Football Commissioner on CBS Sportsline. Just click on Fantasy Football at CBSSportsline.com or CBS Sportsline on AOL. Brady on first down, a draw to Kevin Falk, and he may have earned a hard yard. Mo Lewis there to make the tackle, the dean of the Jets defense, 33 years of age in his 13th year out of Georgia.
Well, there's the two-headed running back system for the Patriots, and you can see that Kevin Falk, with that loftier average at 5 yards a carry, and a lot of angst here in New England about the fact that Antoine Smith only has a 1.8.
Off play action, Brady down the middle, complete. And it's again to David Patton, and Patton, who can really fly, found the opening over the middle and has his 5th catch of the season. Sam Garnes makes the tackle along with Marvin Jones, and Patton comes up limping.
Two things that are the bread and butter of the New England passing attack: play action and working the middle of the field. Tom Brady does excellent work in the backfield as far as sticking the ball in there on play action, his pivoting, all of it is textbook.
Kevin Falk tries the left side and finds some open area, and a first down inside the 40. It's tied at 3 here. Let's go to New York for this report from Jim Nance.
All right, thank you very much, Dick and Dan. And down in Houston, Kansas City's first road game of the year. Looks a whole lot like their first 2 wins at home. It's Priest Holmes, 6 touchdowns on the season now, 7-0. Chiefs, back to you.
Boy, that Priest Holmes is just almost unstoppable. What an exciting player he is. There was some concern he wouldn't play this week.
We saw the training staff there looking at, looked like the right knee of receiver David Patton. A big part of this New England passing game.
Brady on first down. Down the middle and incomplete, intended for Daniel Graham, the tight end. Marvin Jones covering for the Jets.
Good coverage by Marvin Jones. You know, Marvin, one of the Jet linebackers that's criticized for not having great speed, but he's got pretty good coverage right here, running with Graham, forces Tom Brady to put the ball so high that Graham can't quite get to it. But that's a pretty good job there by Marvin of staying with him. Marvin not known as he wasn't a speedster when he was young, and he's certainly not one now.
Yeah, there's some grumbling that the Jets need to get more speed in those three linebackers as Brady eludes the rush and throws complete. Deion Branch has his first catch, and he gets the crowd up and cheering.
Showbiz and football have completely merged. Excellent pass protection. Tom Brady gets all the time in the world to watch this break to the sidelines here with Deion Branch. This second-year guy has got such a future, and he's learning this game every week, getting better and better, and as you can see, Brady getting more and more confident.
And a touchdown last week against the Eagles on first down. It's Falk, and he's down to about the 15-yard line. And a good gain on first down again for the Patriots. Deion Branch last year just red hot as a rookie out of Louisville. And counting this year, you can see 35 catches in September, but only 15 last year, October to January. He was injured, missed 3 games. But like many rookies, hit the wall.
He hit the wall and bounced off it.
Here's Antoine Smith inside the 10, and another first down for the Patriots. First and goal at the 9. Sean Ellis trailing the play, makes the tackle.
Patriots are doing a good job of getting some big bodies out in front of their running backs. That time big Damian Woody was all the way around the corner upfield. And when you get Damian Woody out in front of a play, here he is, number 65. You see him turn up right there, looking for. Where is it? Okay. I think I found somebody. I think it was Sam Garnes there at the end of that play and spun him around.
First and goal. Smith. 5 more yards for New England.
This is just power, Dick. That's you can tell the Patriots watched the Dolphins film from last week as they pounded away at the interior of the Jets. And this is nothing fancy. Vince Lombardi, Paul Brown would all love this kind of football. You got lead blockers, you just power football.
And you brought up the point, Dan, earlier that not only the Jets have trouble rushing the ball, but stopping the rush. And thus far in the quarter, 66 yards, New England 12 for the Jets rushing. Brady caught in the backfield, and down he goes as Brian Thomas, the second-year defensive end from University of Alabama, Birmingham. His first sack of the year.
And a real mistake by New England as they just let Thomas go. He's not even blocked. A mistake up front, and Tom Brady has no chance whatsoever. That's got to be a real dream for a defensive lineman. Rush the quarterback and have no one even attempt to block it.
Final seconds of the opening quarter. When the second period begins, it'll be 3rd and goal from the Jets' 8-yard line. We'll return to Gillette Stadium after these messages. You're watching the NFL on CBS. And we open this second period in Foxborough in a key play. 3rd and goal from the 8-yard line. The game is tied at 3, although New England statistically 126 yards in the first quarter, 43 for the Jets. Brady out of a shotgun, spread formation. Abraham didn't get back. Flag down. Free play. Incomplete. Troy Brown, the intended receiver in the back line of the end zone. Abraham jumped offside, almost got back on time. Linesman tossed the yellow.
Offside, number 94, defense.
What did John Abraham tell us yesterday about Tom Brady's cadence? He said, I just can't get a feel for it. A lot of quarterbacks, I get a feel for his cadence. I can't get Brady. And there's an outstanding illustration of it. John trying to get that little edge, trying to get that jump. And Brady with a hard count got him across the line of scrimmage.
And that gives the Patriots an extra down. And it's 3rd and goal from the 4. Falk now lines up behind Brady. And the throw in the end zone, incomplete. Troy Brown was wide open, but Brady trying to lob the ball over the defense threw it too tall.
Boy, that thing just took off out of Tom Brady's hand. Boy, does this thing sail. And it's look at it. It's wobbly. This thing is that thing was ugly from the get-go. And Tom, oh boy, you don't get many opportunities like that, and rarely does he miss one.
Another short field goal attempt then by the Patriots. Vinatieri, who made one from 24. Now this one from 22. Best percentage of any NFL kicker last year. And that's chicken soup for him. 6-3. New England leads. We're just underway in the second quarter in Foxborough.
Another field goal. This is Marvin Jones right here. Watch Tom Brady. He's going to try to feather the ball over the top of Jones, but it just won't come back down. And Troy Brown's so wide open. And it's all touch on a little pass like that, dinking it over the top of the LB.
Short kick, Pooch down to the 25. And apparently, fair catch was the call as Chris Baker, the tight end, fields at one of the up blockers and must have given the fair catch sign, because as soon as he caught the ball, the official blew it dead.
I think we're going to get an explanation.
Number 86, signal for and made a fair catch. 1st and 10 for the Jets at that spot.
And so the Jets, with a couple of goal line stands, have kept it close. 6-3 New England. New England has dominated possession but leads only 6-3, and there again, that's been an alarming statistic for Herm Edwards. His team just doesn't get as many chances. One, because they don't have the running game, and two, they can't seem to stop the run. Curtis Martin fights his way to the 30-yard line, a gain of almost 3.
Dick, twice now we've seen New England inside the 5-yard line settling for field goals. How many post-game press conferences have you seen a head coach have to stand up there and say, well, you know, I knew we were in trouble when early in the game we had to settle for field goals when we should have had touchdown. Bill Belichick has to be looking at this football game and saying we should be up 14-3. Instead it's 6-3. Big difference.
2nd down and 7, and Curtis Martin cuts back for a couple, but that's all. Well, 2 brothers, 1 kid, and no grown-ups. Charlie Sheen stars in the new comedy 2.5 Men. It premieres tomorrow night after Raymond here on CBS.
What was that about no grown-ups? I thought you were talking about our booth.
Well, basically, we could kind of fit. We could have our own comedy series, couldn't we? You know, that's right. When you look at the stats on Monday morning, you see field goals 22, 24. 20. Those are not good numbers for the coach of that team. That means you drove the length of the field and settled for a short one. Testaverde over the middle, complete to Saul, and the fullback, dragging a tackler, Roman Pfeiffer, with him, has a first down out near midfield. Second catch for Saul.
Critical pickup here for the Jets to keep their defense off the field and give them a breather and move the chains. Again, Santana Moss not a part of it, but Vinny finding Gerald Soule on the very safe hook pattern, working against Roman Pfeiffer. That was an interesting shot of Tom Brady warming up over on the New England bench, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You wonder about that elbow. He didn't miss any plays this week. Wasn't even on the injury report, but you don't often see a quarterback throwing footballs between possessions.
First down, and here comes New England. Good pickup, and Testaverde has a man. Complete to Conway. No. Did he? Oh, he dropped it after he'd gone out of bounds. So Curtis Conway with a catch. And a first down inside the 25-yard line for the Jets.
Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd say this throw by Vinny was about a 12. Look at that. It can't be any more perfect than that. It cannot be a better throw by Vinny Testaverde. Had a good chance to stand in the pocket, but that is dropping it out. That's where the waiter just sits it right on your plate.
29 yards on the play. And no gain for Curtis Martin on first down. Mike Vrabel and Bobby Hamilton there for the tackle. Hamilton, one of a half dozen former Jets wearing the blue of New England today. A reminder, this coming Saturday, Tim Brando and Spencer Tillman set the scene on Olympus College football today, and then the Home Depot SEC on CBS. Matt Jones leads the Razorbacks into Tuscaloosa to meet the Alabama Crimson Tide. For more, go to CBSSportsline.com or CBS Sportsline on AOL.
I feel cheated. I've never been to Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
You know, I haven't either. Let's make a trip.
You first.
Martin, game 3. Well, we made that comment a few years ago about Army-Navy, and we got to do that game.
That's true.
Maybe we'll get an Alabama game.
I'd love to be a part of it. Supposed to have Austin barbecue down there.
First things first. At the 21-yard line, it's 3rd and 7 for the Jets. They're in field goal range. New England leading 6-3.
Withers Santana. Got to get him involved.
He's at the bottom of your screen. Corbett doesn't have a catch either. He's slotted left. It's Conway with a catch. And he's short of the first down, about 1.5 yards. Asante Samuel, the nickelback, the rookie from Central Florida, in on the play.
Again, Vinny working the left side of the field all the way. And like you say, Samuel with the very sure tackle. And now we're going to have to see the Jets attempt another field goal. Lot of good position in the red zone by both teams. And all it's done is provide a lot of work for the field goal kickers.
Yeah, 4th and close to 2. Herman Edwards not in a gambling mood. Wants to tie it up. It'll be a 34-yarder for Doug Bryan. Oh, it's a fake. The throw is incomplete to a tackle eligible. Kevin Mawai was the receiver, and Dan Straczynski pass did not find the veteran center of the Jets.
Well, that is, if you want to fool a defense, that is certainly throwing the football to an unlikely character. But Kevin Mawai with great speed for a lineman. Oh, just a little bit too far.
So the Patriots very alert on that fake field goal, as Herman Edwards was in a gambling mood, forsaking the 34-yard field goal for that unlikely combination of Straczynski to Mawai. Brady with flags down fires, and it's complete over the middle as Troy Brown tumbles at the 35-yard line. And it's against the Patriots, and that'll call back a 19-yard gain.
And it'll put them halfway to their own goal line is what it's going to do as well. A double whammy.
Personal foul. Grabbing the face mask. Number 70, offense. Half the distance to the goal. Still first down.
Well, let's go back to the Jets field goal. Here's Kevin Mawai. He's right here at the wing. Straczynski's going to come up out of the holder position. Now credit Mike Vrabel and Teddy Bruschi. Those are the two Patriots that went with Mawai and forced Straczynski to throw it a little bit wide.
Troy Brown did a good job. He was coming off the corner to force Straczynski to throw. Kevin Falk with short yardage as we go down to B square.
Well, Dick, David Patton continues to sit after suffering a right knee injury on the last series. The Patriots are listing him as probable to return to the game, but I can just tell you from watching him, he's limping pretty good. The doctors have already had him laying on his back twice doing all of the ligament tests, but again, the Pats are saying he's probable to go back in.
All right, Bonnie, thank you for that report. And there is Patton, and he is a little ginger on that right leg.
Well, that's, well, I'm not going to play doctor, but that's, he's looking like a guy that's really unsure of what kind of condition that leg's in. 2nd and 13, Brady. That little inside screen, and it's complete to Daniel Graham, the tight end.
He's out near the 18-yard line. Sam Cowart first there, along with Dwayne Robertson. And we hope you'll stay with us here on CBS, our doubleheader. We're going to go west for games 2, either Cleveland at San Francisco or Baltimore at San Diego. Check your local listings. Big day of football on CBS, and what a day here today, huh?
Spectacular. You got a problem with Herman going for it there?
No,
I don't either. I think he's got confidence that they're going to be in the red zone again.
It just was such an unusual thing.
Yes.
Brady on 3rd down, lots of time, and then it's batted down incomplete at the line of scrimmage. Heard big Jason Ferguson got a mid up there to deflect it.
Good look at Tom Brady as he looks downfield. All sorts of time. Just again, the Jets aren't, okay, Jason Ferguson got up in the air that time and blocked it, but the reality is they're not getting close to Tom Brady very often.
Walter just does get the kick away. No penalty. Fair catch for Santana Moss at the Jets' 39-yard line as the Jets go after the punter, Ken Walter, and he just does get away a 42-yard punt. 8:42 left in this opening half. The Patriots by 3. Of the Jets walking back to the locker room. We'll get a report on his condition. Certainly walking without any pain. Ready to go. Jets ball at their own 39 after nearly blocking Walter's punt. Testaverde down the middle, wide open. Is Santana Moss takes a big hit and hangs on. What a catch!
Rodney Harrison, he can't believe that he didn't go down. Now you wonder right there, is Rodney Harrison worried about helmet to helmet? Because does he pull up a little bit? Harrison's going to come from the left right there.
Oh, I don't think so.
Well, he hit him with his shoulder. He did a great job avoiding him with his helmet. He hits him with the shoulder, but he didn't wrap him up. What a job by Moss of staying on his feet.
And a 17-yard gain, his first catch. Curtis Martin, and again, he draws a big crowd and a flag late. A late hit. And we'll see on whom. It appeared someone from deep in the secondary came flying in.
Dick, you and I have been watching Rodney Harrison play football for a long time. That is not the way he would have gone after.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Number 37. Defense. 15-yard penalty. First down.
He may have been a little frustrated, huh?
Maybe, but that's not the way he'd have made that tackle 5 years ago.
No, you're right about that. No, he is adjusted. He would have come straight through him, helmet first.
And then on the following play, he picks up the personal foul.
37.
Well, he brings a spirit to this team. He said, I didn't come here to be liked. He even roughed up his own teammates in the training camp. And he said, I don't care if anyone gets mad at me. My mother loves me. She's the only one who counts. I'm here to win games, not to make friends.
Said, I am what I am.
But a little adjustment, as you pointed out. First down. Open. Far side and out of bounds, I believe. Incomplete to Conway. And they worked the sidelines again well, and Tyrone Poole with some pretty decent coverage there.
I would say better than pretty decent. Excellent coverage by Tyrone Poole, forcing Vinny Testaverde to actually put that ball out of bounds. Even if Curtis Conway catches that, it wouldn't have mattered. That ball was at least a yard out of bounds. Poole just all over Conway.
Poole.
Good work.
Pick up unrestricted free agent from Denver. He played with the Broncos the last 2 years.
Well, the corner on the other side of Ty Law gets a lot of work.
He could have a rocking chair over there. Stacked up in the backfield, Curtis Martin, Bobby Hamilton, Rodney Harrison, and Eugene Wilson.
I was going to say, Romeo Crennel, the defensive coordinator, sends everybody in here, both safeties. Now, how about that? How's that for playing the run up the middle? Both safeties come into the guard center gap on either side.
Tough to block that.
Yeah, Romeo, you won that one. Good call.
Third down, 14. Would be a 47-yard field goal from here. 3 wide. Good protection. Testaverde complete to Crabette. Dances along the sidelines, hit out of bounds at the 21, shy of the first down.
But a big help for Doug Bryan in his field goal attempt. Some much needed yardage to move the Jets into better field goal position. So Wayne Crabette is off the snide. A crossing pattern all the way across the formation. And he's going to try to get to that marker. He's not tall, but he's trying to get there.
Bryan will kick it from the 29, 39-yard attempt to tie it. And he's right down the center. 6-6, a battle of field goals in Foxborough. 6.5 minutes left, first half.
And by Gap.
Flags of the NFL. A gentle breeze in Foxborough with all the terrible weather on the East Coast this week with the hurricane. This weekend is just absolutely perfect conditions. Kevin Falk and Bethel Johnson, the rookie from Texas A&M, are deep for New England. It's tied at 6. And this one goes to the speedy rookie from A&M. He can fly. And there he goes. Oh, toppled by perhaps the last man who could have made the tackle. And it's John McGraw, the safety, who gets him down. Premiering Tuesday on CBS, the Naval Criminal Investigative Service takes any case that threatens our military, even on Air Force One. Mark Harmon stars in Navy NCIS, premiering Tuesday at 8, 7 Central on CBS. First 3 possessions for the Patriots, a couple of field goals and a punt, but 2 long drives, and they had to settle. They were inside the 5-yard line on both occasions. Had to settle for the 3. That's Larry Centers in motion. Brady looks the other way. Now throws back incomplete. Christian Fourier, the tight end, who had 2 touchdown grabs last week in Philadelphia.
Well, Tom Brady's been looking at a couple opportunities to get his Patriots team into the end zone. That time he was looking, couldn't find anybody. Abraham with the sack. There he goes down with Brian Thomas. That was a mistake. And then a floater over the head of Troy Brown. That's the one that really stung. That was a touchdown for sure.
4 for 9 and 73 yards. Certainly not the numbers he posted last week against the Eagles. On second down, it's Falk. 31-32 make it Antoine Smith. And John Abraham there defensively for the Jets. Abraham, who is playing a little heavier than he'd like, over 260. He says he needs to have a little lead to work on those tackles. And his counterpart, Sean Ellis, on the other side, actually has lost weight. He's lost about 10 pounds trying to be quicker, and it's paid off for Ellis. The big cat has 4 sacks this year. That equals his total of all last season.
He had that first sack against Brady. I think I might have said Abraham.
Brady goes down, and that'll be the 3rd sack. And this time it is Sam Coward who filters through from his linebacker position.
I'm sure a lot of people are sitting here in Gillette Stadium in Foxborough going, I thought the Jets are supposed to be terrible. I thought they were a horrible football team. And you know what? As usual,
he fumbled the ball.
And he lost his helmet.
And both the helmet and the ball were recovered by teammates. The kick by Walter to Santana Moss, and he fair catches at the 33-yard line. Brady, perhaps that arm is bothering him, and he may have.
Well, first of all, Dick, if you've got a sore elbow, what just happened to Tom Brady really makes it worse, because he got hit right in the act of throwing. And if his elbow was sore, and we know it's sore, he did hurt it last week, but getting hit in the act of throwing during, look at this right here. Now his right elbow has been banged up anyway. That hurts. That hurts. He's trying to bring it forward. He can't do it after the hit by Sam Coward. Anything that was in there is aggravated now.
What's interesting is Coward almost took the ball right out of his hand.
And look at him bend his arm. That obviously hurt Tom Brady.
Tied at 6, Jets ball. Testaverde down the middle and complete to Crabette. Crabette tackled by Tyrone Poole. It's a first down for the Jets at the 47.
And Tom Brady right now, look at him bent over. They wonder, it's a pain issue. If there was something structurally wrong with his elbow, it's just inconceivable that he would have taken every snap during practice this week. Talking to him yesterday, he said, I don't even really remember when I heard it in the game against the Eagles. I just know that when the game was over, it was sore.
First down, Testaverde into the flat to Saul. Vrabel knocks him out of bounds at the 43. That'll be close to another New York first down. 3 catches for Gerald Soule. Say, 1 week from today on CBS, Catherine Moore stars in the next great crime drama from CSI executive producer Jerry Bruckheimer. Don't miss the premiere of Cold Case next Sunday after 60 minutes right here on CBS. Shy of the first down. 2nd and 1, almost a free down for Testaverde. He has Lamont Jordan in the backfield, and he shifts him out to the slot left. Changing plays now. And it's complete. And Chris Baker lined up in the backfield to make it Anthony Beck lined up in the backfield has the catch, and we'll throw it to Jim Nance in New York.
All right, guys, the Chiefs, well, they were picked off by Marcus Coleman near the goal line, and David Carr counters with this toss, Andre Johnson's first touchdown. 7-7. Back to you.
Well, the Texans, Andre Johnson from David Carr as the Texans have struck. And a flag down, delay of game call against the Jets. Then he didn't get the timeout call.
Delay of game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Herman Edwards said, where did the time go?
Edwards is vehemently arguing that they didn't get the full complement they had coming to. Now the officials are going to get together and talk about it.
They may not have reset the clock. At least that's Herman Edwards' view.
Yeah, now you see the 40-second play clock is supposed to start right after the, but this the 25-second clock is supposed to start on the snap on the count of the official.
The play clock was reset to 25 instead of 40 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah, the 25-second can only start on the signal of the referee. The 40 starts at the conclusion of the play. So good job by the officials getting together, realizing they made a mistake, and correcting their error.
So no play, and the Jets line it up on 1st and 10 in this tie game at 6. Ball at the 33. The throw to Corbett. He's open. Touchdown, Jets. Or did he step out of bounds? They're throwing flags.
We got
on the 5-yard line.
We got 2 hats and a flag.
That's like a new TV series. 2 hats and a flag and no grown-ups.
If Wayne Corbett went out of bounds, it depends. What's at issue here is whether he was forced out of bounds illegally. Yep. If he goes out of bounds and comes back in bounds, he can't be the first guy to touch the football for the offensive team. And he stepped out of bounds right there. Great work by the officials. He cannot come back into play and be the first player on his team to touch the football.
Illegal touching of the pass. Number 80, offense. Receiver went out of bounds, reestablished inbound, but was the first player to touch the ball. Be a 5-yard penalty, still first down.
So the Jets that close to scoring an elusive touchdown in this game.
And Wayne not realizing that he's that close to the sideline, completely unaware that he stepped out of bounds. There's just no way he knows he could have done it. It really saved the Patriots as Eugene Wilson just slipped and fell to the ground. Wayne completely wide open. That's a real missed opportunity for the Jets.
It was a good play call, that pump fake to the left short, and that throws the corner, and then the beautiful throw, but just wide. 1st and 15. Down to 3:21 left in this opening half. The quickie outside is complete to Soul, and the fullback tripped up at the 33-yard line. Premiering this Friday on CBS. It's a big week of premieres. Whether it's a murder or a drug ring, this FBI special agent takes his team undercover to solve crimes from the inside. The Sopranos' Joe Pantoliano stars in The Handler. The premiere is this Friday, 9 Central on CBS. 2nd and 11. The throw is for Moss, but he's well covered by Ty Law, and Vinny may have just found an open spot downfield to get rid of that one.
Well, I think he was expecting Santana Moss to break for the corner instead of breaking for the post.
And Soul was over on that side and kind of split the difference. So 3rd and 12. Be a long field goal from here, almost 50 yards. Testaverde now needs only 61 yards to become the #8 passer in yardage all time, past Johnny Unitas, having another big half after his 300-plus yard game against Miami last week. Here comes the blitz. Vinny throws it away. Is it grounding?
Well, it's okay if he was out of the pocket.
But was he?
Well, I think we have two opinions. The Jets think he was out, and the Patriots think he was in.
Pfeiffer and Asante Samuel come in cleanly.
He was out of the pocket. That's a good play by Vinny Testaverde. He took enough steps to get himself out of the pocket.
That's as animated as Bill Belichick will get. And of course, his design of those various blitzes that Paris quarterbacks, and he wanted them out of field goal range, although Dan Straczynski's going to punt it anyway.
You don't have to move that far laterally to get out of the pocket, and then Vinny Testaverde took enough steps that time to do it.
The Jets continue to struggle on 3rd down. They're only 1 for 6 in the half. Unless it's a fake, Straczynski will try to drop it down inside the 10 where Troy Brown waits. Aims it toward the corner. Kevin Swain able to knock it down and cover at the 5-yard line.
Outstanding play by Kevin Swain. Nothing short of outstanding.
Dan, remind the folks that Nextel halftime report, Jim, Dan, Dion, Boomer, they'll have all of today's early scores and highlights for you coming up on the Nextel halftime report.
A lot of little things go into winning a football game. Field position such a big part of it. Watch this effort by Swain. He's fighting off. He's got to get around. He's got to find the football, and he gets back in there and gets just enough on it to keep it in the field of play and keeps it from becoming a touchback. That's just really, really good work.
So Swain and the special teams pin New England inside the 5-yard line. Both teams have all 3 of their timeouts.
As you can see, not a very productive second quarter so far for the Patriots with 7 total yards.
Now let's see how well Tom Brady throws the ball. Yep. He's going to throw from his own end zone. And he hits Troy Brown. First down outside the 20-yard line. Ray Mickens, the cover man for the Jets.
Well, that's one way to find out right off the bat, isn't it? Throwing an out pattern.
That's the ultimate test.
And not your garden variety 5-yard out either. Let's throw a 15-yarder down the field to Troy Brown. And how about if I sit it right on his hand? So a lot of people, I think, right now have taken a deep breath here at Foxborough and said, okay, he's all right. I feel better.
Coming up on the 2-minute warning. And the give is to Kevin Falk, and he's twisted down at the 25. And the 2-minute timeout at 1:57. This game knotted at 6. In quest of their first win, they still have not really run the ball that effectively, but Vinny's been amazing.
Vinny's picking up where he left off last week when he threw for over 300 against the Jets. You know what Bill Belichick's going to tell the Patriots at halftime? Guys, we can't get in the red zone and settle for field goals. That's the story of the game so far as New England's concerned, Dick. Twice inside the 5, no touchdowns.
They have their 3 timeouts to use here in the final minute 57. And it's Brady. He loses the ball and is able to fall on it at the 2-yard line with Brian Thomas riding his back. Ooh, that could have been full disaster.
Well, he made one pump fake, and he went to make a second pump fake, and it just slipped out. He held on to it firmly the first time, but not the second.
It's the Jets who called timeout. Has to have some concern with his quarterback, who has missed an open man for a touchdown and now almost fumbled a ball for 2 for the Jets, a safety. It's lucky that didn't roll into the end zone.
One of the most innovative offensive coordinators in football, but I'm not sure he devoted a lot of time to thinking about what do I do on 3rd and 27 for my own 3.
Here it is. Falk take care of it, and Jason Ferguson makes a tackle across the 10-yard line, and the second timeout burned by the Jets. So they have one timeout left, but they're going to get the ball with 1:36 left in the half, tied at 6. Back, they attend to Brady, and Ken Walder comes in the kick out of his own end zone, and it's a short scupper off to the left. Takes a big Patriot bounce, however. Oh my, that ball rolling inside the 40 to the 39. It looked as if it wanted to go out of bounds at the Patriot 35.
That's one of those babies where you slice your drive into the woods, it hits a tree and bounces back into the middle of the fairway.
Off the roof, off the tree, hits the rake, and you're on the green. And a discussion about penalty flags thrown back at the Patriot 37-yard line.
They're all setting personal fouls after the ball was dead. Personal foul 62, receiving team. Personal foul 52, receiving team. Headbutt. Those fouls all set. Be first down.
Kenyatta right. Joe Andruzzi, I believe.
Well, there's the old gunner. Bethel Johnson, he's trying to get down there, and you know what? He doesn't even know where the ball is. He got leveled.
Meanwhile, Ken Walder over there talking about no return on a 51-yard punt. Got us out of trouble.
Aaron Beasley going, yeah, I got myself a rookie right there.
From the 39 with 1:22 left. Screen it to Curtis Martin, and broken up beautifully by Willie McGinnis, the veteran, number 55, playing because of the injury, hip injury to Roosevelt Colvin, who's out for the season. But McGinnis, who's been a solid veteran for his 10 years out of Southern California, and had a couple of sacks and a forced fumble and a fumble recovery against the Eagles last week. Quick throw, Quebec gets out of bounds at the 45, maybe the 46-yard line. Reminder, stay tuned for the Nextel halftime report with Jim Nance and the gang. Dan, Dion, and Boomer ready to discuss the early games and highlights, all coming up on the Nextel halftime report.
Wayne had to get out of bounds right there. Remember, the Jets had to use 2 of their timeouts to conserve time before they forced the Patriots to punt. They're down to only 1.
Testaverde 14 for 19 in this first half and 149 yards. He needs 4 for a first down.
This is a real blitz situation for the Pats.
They pick it up, and a flag is down. The throw is perfect, incomplete. Good defense. Diving over was Roman Pfeiffer to help out Ty Law. Oh, it's Ty Law now holding a right ankle.
And this is certainly holding against the Jets. They just tackled a couple of the Patriots, but that's insignificant compared to this.
Here's one of the great cornerbacks in the league, Ty Law.
What more can happen to this New England defense?
Number 68, offense. Penalty is declined. 4th down.
Boy, when Lady Bad Luck comes, she comes and brings her knitting. This couldn't be another serious injury. Look.
Working this side of the field, Ty Law, the corner in coverage. Oh, you can see right there, traffic falls right on his leg as he's coming from the inside.
Roman Pfeiffer, his teammate, from the other side. And he gets caught under Crabette.
His leg caught underneath. Oh. His right ankle, his right lower leg, his knee, you're not quite sure what, but you know it's his right leg as it's caught. And this has been a catastrophic start to this 2003 football season for the Patriots and their defense.
Remember David Patton injured in this game. Ted Washington injured in this game. They lost Roosevelt Colvin for the season last week.
And Ty Law can put weight on that and walk like that. Who knows what we'll find out later, but that is some positive news. Oh.
Not only for the Patriots, but for anyone who loves this game. He's such a great player. Here's Colvin, the pass rusher that they acquired as an unrestricted free agent at a high cost to help the pass rush. He's out for the year. Ted Johnson, their best inside linebacker against the run. He's out for half the season with a fractured foot. Ted Washington has not returned. David Patton has not returned from injuries in the first half today.
And you have to factor in that Lawyer Malloy, their defensive captain, had to be released on Tuesday prior to the opener. So he's gone. A lot of projected starters for the Patriots no longer on the field for them. And they are getting perilously thin defensively.
The Patriots called time, but of course the incomplete pass had already stopped that 47 seconds. But Bill Belichick figuring here with a good punt return, and he has 2 timeouts to use. They've waved off that timeout, so they have all 3. Troy Brown waiting Straczynski's high kick. He's not going to field it, and it is in the end zone for the touchback. So 35 seconds left for New England. Champ Car Grand Prix Americas. That'll be next Sunday at 4:30 here on CBS. World Series powered by Ford. For more, go to CBSSportsline.com or CBS Sportsline on AOL.
Well, you certainly don't take any chances here if you're the Patriots. You're at home. It's a 6-6 ball game. There's only 35 seconds left. I know you got all 3 timeouts.
And Brady uses 3 wides, and Kevin Falk will make it now. Larry Centers, who of course is an excellent receiver, is the setback, and the give is to Centers. And the veteran carries out across the 25 where Jason Ferguson makes a tackle. And the clock is running, and apparently Belichick, as you suggested, isn't going to take any chances.
No, with field position, he's, I think, going to be willing to let's just go to the locker room. Especially he's got guys hurt on both sides of the ball. The crowd may grumble a little bit, but it's hard to argue with this strategy. Let's get in the locker room, and boy, look at Ty Law walk. That's he'll get X-rayed, I'm sure, but wow, that's better than you could have hoped.
Herm Edwards, 4 sacks on Tom Brady. How happy are you with the pressure your defense has been able to get on him?
Well, we're doing a good job of keeping them off the scoreboard, and I think we can do that on the road. That's important. Now, second half, now we got to produce some more points, and it's been kind of a defensive game. They had 2 nice drives early. Hopefully we've settled down a little bit and can play better in the second half.
Offensively, the good news is the number of plays, the time of possession, just about even with New England, but still 1 for 7 on 3rd down.
Yeah, and we've gotten some 3rd and longs all of a sudden again. When you do that against this good defense, it's really tough to convert them, but we're happy. We're 6-6. And we're in a...
After watching the Nextel halftime report, all the scores are low. It's the 3rd game of the season, and defense is the key today.
And missed opportunities, and right now it's the Pats that are in that situation. But injuries, the Patriots, this is just it's hard to believe what's happening to them, especially defensively. Let's go ahead and check the numbers for the first half, and the Jets have moved the ball through the air, only 20 yards rushing. And again, you see, though, defensively, the Jets have stepped up. They've sacked Tom Brady 4 different times.
And many of those coming on 3rd down situations. That's the New England strength, and the Jets have come up with a good game plan. And we're set to go. The Patriots will get the ball first here in the second half.
Just keep in mind, the Jets have won 5 in a row here in New England. They have confidence that they can win.
Bethel Johnson, the rookie. Belichick says by far the fastest man we have, but unable to find any daylight as Tyrone Carter makes the tackle at the 26-yard line. Look at the leaders for the Patriots. Brady only 5 for 10. Little dime store action in this first half. Kevin Falk with 54 yards rushing to lead the Pats on the ground, and Daniel Graham, the tight end, a couple of catches. Nothing that's spectacular offensively for New England. They had 2 long drives, their first 2 possessions over 60 yards to get 1st and goal, but they died inside the 5, and they took the field goal underneath and complete to Christian Fourier. And we go to Bonnie Bernstein.
Well, Dick, the Patriots not too terribly informative as far as the injuries is concerned. I do know Ty Law is still in the locker room. Haven't seen him come out. Have not seen Ted Washington for that matter. David Patton was not in on that first play, but Belichick not really willing to speak exactly about what the injuries are. On the Jets sideline, Marvin Jones was dehydrated. He's back.
All right, thank you, Bonnie. As plowing straight ahead is Antoine Smith for the Patriot. First down at the 41-yard line. Marvin Jones in on that tackle, so he's okay, just dehydrated.
Well, Kevin Falk has been the bright spot for the Patriots, averaging 6 yards a carry in the first half. And Antoine Smith, who came in with an anemic 2 yards per carry average, has been getting in there for some positive yards too. So maybe take a little pressure off of the passing game of the Patriots. Go ahead and keep hammering the ball on the ground.
Fred Baxter, a good blocking tight end, leads the way, and Antoine Smith is to the 45 in Jets territory. Another first down. Ferguson and McGraw make the tackle.
Neither one of these teams really has come out of the gate strong running the football. How bad? Well, look at that. Jamal Lewis and Clinton Portis both have more yards than the Jets and the Patriots teams combined. That's a kind of a sad start to your running game, but the Patriots certainly are better today.
Watch your hands, watch your hands.
Smith to the 45 of your 1 yard gain to even pile on. The Jets with 78 total rushing yards this year. There are 33 running backs in the league that have more yards than the Jets have in their first 2 games on the ground. And it hasn't gotten much better for the Jets today, although for
New England it has. You can see New England already over 100 yards running the football, but the Jets, we showed you the halftime numbers, only 20 at halftime.
2nd and 9 at the 45. And it's Smith. Twisted down after a couple at the 42-yard line. Sean Ellis in on that tackle.
And again, this New England running game so vital to what Charlie Weiss wants to do offensively, because when they throw the ball effectively, it's off of play action. 3 touchdown passes for Tom Brady last week against the Eagles. All 3 of them play action. Charlie Weiss loves it, but you got to hammer it. You got to stick guys up into the line of scrimmage to make the play fake believable.
New England 1 for 6 on 3rd downs. This is a 3rd and 7. And they pulled him offside. 3 down. And he throws complete to centers. And he's out of bounds with a first down around the 30-yard line. Sean Ellis took the bait. And they'll probably take the play as Centers has the first down and more. It would be his 815th career reception if it
Number
counts.
92. Penalty is declined. First down.
So with that catch, he moves. He's not only the all-time running back in terms of receptions, Larry Centers, but now he has moved past Henry Ellard, and he's number 8 all-time in receptions, and he's just 4 away from passing Steve Largent, the number 7 receiver all-time.
And once again there we saw a demonstration that Tom Brady's cadence is confusing the Jets.
The toss to Smith. He's corralled and dropped for a loss is Marvin Jones. Aaron Beasley there as well.
Marvin Jones made the tackle, but Mo Lewis is the guy that destroyed the play. He took tight end Daniel Graham and pushed him 2 yards into the Patriots backfield. The other guy gets the tackle. There's Mo Lewis right here. Look at how he's going to work this thing, pushing Graham all the way back into Antoine, where he has to make a cut to the outside. He doesn't get credit for the tackle, but Mo Lewis is the guy that made that play happen.
Mo Lewis, Marvin Jones, Sam Cowart. They may be a half step slower, and they've been criticized for that, but boy, these are proud linebackers who know how to play, and they're trying to lead their team to a win today as Brady has to throw that one away. And again, the Jets' defensive scheme done a good job on the passing game of Brady.
Tom Brady told us yesterday, he said, you know what, I need to get better at not losing a game for us by making bad decisions. He said, you know, last week in Philadelphia, there was a situation I should have taken a sack. Instead, I threw it, and it ended up being an interception. And he goes, you know what, those are the things I need to eliminate from my game. A good case there. Yeah, there was some mix-up with Kevin Falk, but Tom Brady was just chucking that ball out of bounds.
Brady, who led the NFL in touchdown passes a year ago with 28. Another 3rd down. In the middle to Centers, and he's hit immediately as Kerry Campbell, the backup linebacker from Bowling Green. And speaking of Bowling Green, almost upset Ohio State. And how about the Mid-American Conference yesterday? Upset of 2 of the top 10 teams, and Bowling Green very nearly got Ohio State too. Vinatieri onto the field.
I have my own problems.
Well, you notice I ducked away. I hid over in the corner. I didn't even want you to hear that.
A Wolverine was felled by a duck. Imagine that.
So much for ferocity of those Wolverines. 42-yard attempt for the lead, Vinatieri. And action before the snap, and the Jets are saying they were pulled offside.
They better have been, or this is going to be close to a first down.
63, offense.
Yeah.
5-yard penalty, still 4th down.
Joe Andruzzi.
Take a look right here, and there he goes right there. He just rocked forward. That's one of those deals where your fingers collapse and you kind of fall forward onto your knuckles, but that's enough for a false start. It's a terribly punitive penalty for
you big guys. I mean, it's just 47-yarder now for Vinatieri.
He didn't mean it.
And he drives it through again. What a kicker he is. Vinatieri gives the Patriots the lead, 9-6. Adam Vinatieri, who missed only 3 of 30 field goals a year ago, is now 4 for 4 in the new season. That one from 47 yards. And his kicks are so perfect, you could cut the width of the goalpost in half and he'd still be down the middle. Michael Bates and Lamont Jordan deep for the Jets. This is Bates. Will he take it out? Yes, from a yard deep. And he's tackled out at the 25-yard line. Don Davis got him.
You know, Vinatieri is so good, you could just put up one post and give him points if he hits it.
Hey, that's not a bad thought. Timeout. Ready to go. The Jets' first possession of this second half. Testaverde takes him out of the huddle. There's Asante Samuel, the rookie corner from Central Florida. He's replaced Ty Law. That means 2 of the back 4 of New England are first-year players. Curtis Martin gets 5 on first down. Let's take a look at the Jets' productive leaders in the first half. Testaverde, another excellent half, 14 for 20. And just narrowly missed a touchdown. Curtis Martin only 20 yards on 9 hauls. And Curtis Conway, the veteran, 3 catches for 53.
Well, anytime Curtis Martin is only pounding it in there for a shade over 2 yards a carry, that's especially in a game where there was supposed to be a lot of emphasis on the running game. That's not what the Jets wanted.
You see Testaverde over 40,000 with his work last week against Miami to become the 9th man to hit the 40,000 mark, and now he needs only 55 to be the number 8 all-time passing Johnny Unitas.
And he's got to go after the rookies. They'll end up being on the same side of the field. You've got to try to exploit it.
He swings it to Martin on second down. Martin cuts back and is 2 yards short of a first down as we go to New York and Jim Nance.
All right, thank you, Dick. In the update from Cincinnati, the Steelers are in again with the bus. 4th and goal. His 12th career touchdown. Longtime nemesis to the Bengals. 10 100-yard games against them. They bring in the bus. They lead 14-3 back to Dick and Dan.
All right, Jim. Whether you're a Pittsburgh fan or not, you got to love Jerome Bettis. So the bus is in operation in Cincinnati today.
Dick, we've been informed that Ted Washington, it's doubtful that he'll return to play any nose tackle for the Patriots the rest of this game.
3rd and 2. They go long for Conway. Incomplete. Tyrone Poole on the coverage as they had Conway isolated man coverage, but tough chance.
That's not the guy I'd be going after. Tyrone Poole has been playing a good football game today with his coverage. There's a couple of rookies over there on the other side of the field. Again, Poole wouldn't allow Conway to get any separation. Another fine job of coverage by Tyrone Poole.
And the Jets come up short once again on 3rd down. They're 1 for 8. There's Troy Brown. He's back at the 26. Straczynski. Beautiful high kick and a fair catch. Brown at the 25. So the Patriots will play it from there after a 42-yard punt by Dan Straczynski, but flag down. And it's against the Patriots once again. The second time this has happened today.
During the kick, holding. Receiving team, number 51. 10-yard penalty, first down.
Don Davis with the hold. We have a timeout here in New England where the Pats lead by a field goal.
For the Jets to update you on New England injuries, David Patton likely not coming back on the bench with ice on his ankle and knee. Ted Washington still in the locker room. Ty Law nursing his right ankle but hoping to go back in.
All right, thank you, Bonnie. And on first down, the give is straight ahead to Kevin Falk, and he has about 3 to the 18-yard line into the center of that white jersey Jet defense. Passing yards, the strength of New England the first 2 games, but it's the Jets today who have thrown for the bigger numbers, and Jets again trying to find the running game, but a good solid rushing attack for the Patriots. 114 yards here in the midpoint of the third quarter.